One of the great things that we learn as parents is that there are simple, relatively easy things that we can do that have a positive effect on our kids. When we do these things, it's almost like we have discovered a key to unlock some new potential or to improve some behavior. That's what this channel is all about. If it sounds appealing to you to learn about things that generally have a positive effect that are relatively easy to do, subscribe to my channel. I do a new video every week, and it's my greatest hope that you will find something useful with your family. So let's get right to today's video. The 90 Plus Club. The 90 Plus Club. So obviously we're talking about grades. We're talking about motivation. We're talking about motivating our kids to get good grades. So when our kids were in grade school, we started this very exclusive club. It's called the 90 Plus Club. And to get into the 90 Plus Club, you basically had to do one thing, which you already know, and that is you had to get a score of 90 or above on a test or on a report or some sort of project. And this was pretty well received by our kids. We just wanted to do something that would sort of accent that scholastic achievement was important. Something that was a little bit of a bigger reward than what maybe we had been doing before. So this had basically three components to it. The first thing is what all parents do. Kids would come home, they would pull the test out and throw it on the table, and we would provide appropriate kudos. Great job. Isn't this the highest grade you've gotten in math so far this year? You're really doing much better with this. So we would give those kinds of rewards. But the second thing we would do is we would slap the test up on the refrigerator and take a magic marker and write on the top 90 Plus Club with an exclamation sometimes. And it would stay there for a week. That was the place of honor in our home, the refrigerator. When their friends would come over, they would see this. They would see it through the week. Our friends that came over would see it. They would have questions about, hey, what's the 90 Plus Club? Our kids would explain. But it was something that was a place of honor for the course of the week. And then hopefully the next week they would have another test or more tests that would go up there, or reports. So the third thing that we would do is we would give a moderate financial reward, just a little financial incentive. And what we did was we would give them $5, which was actually a little bit of money. We didn't want to give them 50 cents or $1 or something like that. You could barely buy a box of Nerds with something like that. We wanted to give them something so that it was a real reward. They could put some money back in their room, build it up a little bit, go out and get something they really liked, like a new box of Legos or some drone or something like that. So it was a real financial reward, and most months we managed to pay it. Sometimes it got a little bit tight, but most of the time we could pay it. Now let me just pause right here for a second. If you have discovered any cool motivational techniques with your family that work to motivate your kids for greater scholastic achievement, write them down in the comments below. I would love to read them. Other parents would love to read them. Share your secrets. We're actually all in this together, and we can benefit from the things that worked in your family with your kids. So moving ahead, I will also say that when other parents found out about the 90 Plus Club, not everybody agreed with it. We would occasionally have a parent that would say something like, well, in our home, we tell our kids it's their job to get good grades. And it's like, well, I'm glad that works in your home. But I took a different viewpoint. Kids are just like smaller versions of adults. And as adults, don't we respond to financial rewards? If you do a great job at work, great project, when salary review time comes around, you're kind of thinking you're going to get a little bump up. Maybe you're going to get a bonus even for the job that you did. Kids are really no different. They do respond to financial rewards. That's not what it's all about. It's not all about, making money. It's really about scholastic achievement. But it's something that we found that our kids did respond to positively. They were proud. They were proud to get that $5 and have that back in their room. Now, I will say something else. Some families don't need something like this. Your kids maybe are just flying towards those great scores. They're highly motivated scholastically. Families where kids just want to get 100 on every test. Actually, I had a sister like that. And I was always struggling to get the B-. But at any rate, some families are like that. I would also say that in some families, it would not work, and this would not be a good idea because you have a great sort of polarity between the performance of different kids. You might have one kid that's really flying to get those high scores all the time. You have another child that has a very, very difficult time getting anything above 90. They're working hard, but they just really can't get it. So you wouldn't want to have a situation in the house where one kid has the refrigerator just slathered with papers that say 90 plus club, and the other child is walking through the kitchen and seeing that and just being demotivated by the fact that they can't achieve the same high scores that their brother or sister can. So in that case, it would not be something that would be recommended. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it something useful for your family. We had a good time with this. It was fun. The 90 Plus Club was fun, went all the way through high school. So try it. Let me know in the comments below how it works for you. I'm very interested, and I try to read all the comments that come through. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.